Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College, presented by Mrs. Vaishali Jadhav. Standard 6 Subject Science. Today we will learn lesson number 13 Sound. Children, in our day-to-day life, we hear variety of sounds around us, out of which some are pleasant and some are unpleasant. In this picture, the girl is singing, which is pleasant to hear. Here, in this picture, bird is chirping, which is also pleasant to hear. Here, crackers are bursting, which is unpleasant to hear. Students, in this picture, two girls are talking softly with each other, which is also pleasant to hear. Here, a traffic police is blowing a whistle, which is unpleasant to hear. Here, the boy is playing a flute, which is very pleasant to hear. Student, this is blowing horn, which is also unpleasant to hear. Here, dog is barking, which is also unpleasant to hear. Children, these are examples of various sounds. Students, some sounds are loud and heard easily, while some others are very soft and cannot be heard unless we listen attentively. We like some sounds. On the other hand, we get annoyed by some other sounds. Now, let us know how sounds are produced. When a song is being played on a music system in the house, and if we place our hand on its speaker, we feel vibrations. Children, if we take a rubber band and stretch it as shown in the picture, and if we plug that stretch band, we'll observe movement of the rubber band as well as we'll notice certain vibrations in the rubber band. Children, if we spread mustard seeds on a stretched diaphragm like this one, we can observe that mustard seeds are dancing, that is, they are vibrating. Let us see a beautiful demonstration of mustard seeds. Similarly, diaphragm of a tabla, diaphragm of speaker also vibrates when they produce sound. Means they show a certain movement, that is, they oscillate rapidly. So we can also say that vibration is fast oscillation. Children, the vibration of an object is necessary for the production of sound. As long as the object vibrates, the sound is heard. When the vibration stops, the sound also stops. Students, it means the object due to which sound is produced is called the source of that sound. Students, do you know the new word acoustics? It is the science of sound resonance, which includes the production, propagation, and effects of sound, which is called as acoustics. The intensity of sound is measured in a unit called as decibel. In bracket, it's written D and capital B. Means in short, we can write dB. The vibration of the vocal cords in our larynx or voice box also produces sound. The voice box is located in our throat. The quality of the sound produced in the larynx depends upon the tautness of the vocal cords. You can have a look at the diagram. Here you will observe the picture of a man where voice box you can see, which is known as larynx. See, next to it there is one more diagram. You can observe over the trachea. Above that voice box or larynx is situated, and above that voice box vocal cords are there. So from this picture you must have come to know how the voice box works. Students, if we take a pot filled with water and if we strike it lightly on its rim, we could able to observe vibrations on its rim. Those are nothing but sound waves. Children, let us know how sound is heard. See, there is air around a source of sound. As the source of sound begins to vibrate, the layer of air nearest to the source also vibrates. A wave of vibrations of that sound spreads in all the directions from the source of sound. Such a wave is called as a sound wave. The sound waves reach our ears. There is a delicate diaphragm or eardrum in the cavity of our ears. It starts vibrating too. The sensation produced by these vibrations are passed on to the brain through the nerves in the ears and we hear the sound. Students, now let us see propagation of sound. For this, we'll see one activity. You have to take two balloons. Fill air in one balloon and in other balloon fill the water. Press the balloon filled with air against your ear as shown in the picture. Now rub a finger on the balloon and listen to the sound. Repeat the same activity with the balloon filled with water. Through which balloon do we hear a clear sound? Student, let us see one more activity. You ask your friend to sit one side of a big table and you sit another side. Now ask your friend to knock lightly on the table. You will hear a faint sound. Now you press your ear to the table and ask the friend to repeat the knock. You will observe difference in the sound. This sound will be very clear. Student, sound travels in the form of waves through air, water or through a solid and reaches our ears. Sound is propagated more clearly through a liquid than through air. It is heard most clearly through a solid. Transmission of sound occurs at a different speed through different mediums. Transmission of sound is faster through a liquid than through a gas and faster through a solid than through a liquid. So students, you must have come to know now the balloon contains liquid, through that you can able to hear the sound very clearly as compared to balloon contains air. Also, the sound you will heard very clearly through the bench which is knocked by your friend. That means sound travels faster in solids, little bit slow in liquid and very slow in air, means gas. Student, let us know the new words. Propagation of sound. Sound is said to be propagated when sound waves spread in all directions from a source of sound. The medium of propagation of sound, the substance around a source of sound through which sound waves spread, is called the medium of propagation of sound. Student, let us understand the meaning of new word vacuum. Vacuum means an empty space from where air is partially removed. Now let us study noise pollution. A loud sound is harsh to the ear. Such sounds produce noise. Let's have a look at the picture. Student, let us have a look at this picture. Here a dog is barking. A small baby is crying. A father is talking on mobile. A small girl is banging a drum. Granny is watching a TV. Outside the window, the bird is chirping. And boy is shouting, throwing aeroplane. So, this is how the situation is given in this picture. Children, imagine if such a sound is there in your house and a person in your house is not well. Can that person able to survive? Of course not. They want pleasant atmosphere to stay healthy. Even in such atmosphere, no child can study well. So see here, the situation shown in this picture are often seen around us. Some of the sounds they depict are pleasant while others are very harsh. Very loud or continuous noise has adverse effects on the people of that locality. Their hearing may get impaired, which can even lead to deafness. It can also cause restlessness, irritability, and mental exhaustion. One cannot work with concentration in such atmosphere. This kind of continuous noise, which may have ill effects, is called as noise pollution. Children, from this we come to know exactly what is noise. Noise is disagreeable, irregular, and loud sound. Also, we know what is noise pollution. Noise pollution occurs due to continuous noise. Noise pollution has adverse effects on our health. Noise pollution occurs when we hear one or many sounds harmful to the ear. Students, now let us know measures for preventing noise pollution. First one, as far as possible, we should avoid blowing the horn. Second one, the volume of the TV or radio in the house should be restricted to those watching the programs. Third point, vehicles should be maintained properly to reduce the unnecessary sounds they produce. Fourth one, factories, airports, railway stations, and bus stands should be located at the proper distance away from residential areas. Children, believe it or not, but birds like the robin and the woodcock can recognize the sound of an earthworm in the soil and find their prey. This is because their hearing organs are very sensitive. Some species of grasshopper produce a sound by rubbing their legs together while flying in the air. The flapping of the wings of the bee or the mosquito produces a humming sound. Children, always remember, some of the sounds that we enjoy can be a nuisance for others. So children, always try to maintain pleasant atmosphere around you. You all must have understood this lesson properly. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my video till the end.